Hi everyone, it's me Alia Azatoif and my name is 642-50949. In this video, I'm going to share my opinion about smoking in campus area. Let's begin. Cigarettes have long been a problem that threatens public health, including on college campuses. We should be placed for learning and developing one potential. The presence of smokers on campus not only affect the health of smokers themselves, but also those around them and the overall quality of the campus environment. Smokers also often disregard the health of non-smoking members of the academic community, which is detrimental to their fellow academic. In addition to its impact on health, cigarette butts also affect the environment. Cigarette butts scattered around the campus create an unsightly view and reflect a lack of concern of cleanliness. The cigarette residue adheres to the campuses and can damage the ecosystem around the campus, suck up parks and waterways. There are several factors that encourage young people to start smoking. The most important factor is the environment of social circle, which has a negative impact and leads to smoking. Another factor is the family. Children who grow up in families of smokers are more likely to imitate this habit. Campuses need to establish clearly defined smoke-free area and enforce them constantly. Anti-smoking education and campaigns such as providing information to students and staff about the dangers of smoking through seminars, posters, and health campaigns. Strict sanctions such as imposing penalty on those who violate smoking regulation on campus. Smoking on campus has a significant negative impact on individual health, community comfort, and environmental sustainability. Therefore, all parties must work together to create a clean, healthy, and smoke-free campus environment. Okay, that's all about my opinion for smoking in area campus. Next, we will move on the presentation about daily activity. Okay, first for daily activity. Activity that are done routinely or habits use the simple present tense, like I, you, we, they, plus verb 1. Example, I go to school from Monday until Friday. Artinya, aku pergi ke sekolah dari Senin sampai Jumat. Yang kedua, we always go home together after school. Artinya, kami selalu pulang sekolah bersama. Okay, next, he, she, it, verb 1 plus s or es. Contohnya, she likes to read books every day. Artinya, dia suka membaca buku setiap hari. Contoh kedua, he likes to play his video game at night. Artinya, dia senang bermain permainan videonya saat malam. And next, time connectors are used to connect one event to another in chronological order. Time connectors can use the following words: before atau sebelum. She always eats breakfast before school. Artinya, dia selalu sarapan sebelum pergi sekolah. After atau setelah. I go to sleep after I brush my teeth. Artinya, saya tidur setelah menggosok gigi. During atau selama. During holiday, artinya I usually get up at 8 a.m. Artinya, selama liburan biasanya aku bangun pukul 8 pagi. Since atau sejak. Since I was a kid, I always sleep with the lamps off. Artinya, sejak kecil aku selalu tidur dengan lampu dimatikan. Until atau sampai. My younger brother always watches television in the morning until school time. Artinya, adik laki-lakiku selalu menonton televisi setiap pagi sampai waktunya bersekolah. Then atau kemudian, I brush my teeth then wash my face. Artinya, aku menggosok gigi lalu mencuci mukaku. A verb of time used when talking about daily activity usually used in, at, or on. Here are the rules for using these three words. Penggunaan kata in. Contohnya, suatu bagian hari, misalnya in the morning, in the afternoon. Yang kedua, di suatu bulan tertentu, misalnya in January, in February. Yang ketiga, di suatu tahun, misalnya in 2018, in 2019. Yang keempat, di suatu musim, misalnya in the winter, in the spring. Penggunaan kata at, contohnya di suatu jam tertentu, misalnya at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock. Yang kedua, di suatu titik dalam satu hari, misalnya at midday, at midnight. Yang ketiga, di suatu waktu perayaan, misalnya at the new year. Penggunaan kata on, contohnya pada tanggal tertentu, misalnya on 2 October 2018. Pada suatu hari, misalnya on Sunday, on Monday. Adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency adalah sebuah kata atau frasa yang mengekspresikan sering kegiatan tersebut dilakukan oleh seseorang, such as always, almost always, usually, often or frequently, sometimes or once in a while, seldom or hardly, ever or never. Example pertama, I always go to school by car. Yang kedua, I usually come late. Yang ketiga, I sometimes get a present from my father. Next, tips to write daily activity. Yang pertama, make a list of everyday activity. Make a list everyday activity. Wake up, get up, brush my teeth, have or eat breakfast or have something for breakfast, have a shower, get dressed, and eat each other. Yang kedua, structure your days. Group your tasks into the time of day that makes the most sense for when you will eventually complete them. Yang pertama, morning. Yang kedua, midday. Yang ketiga, evening. Yang keempat, night. Yang ketiga, get specific or optional. Get as specific as you want with your outline of tasks. 6 a.m., wake up and shower. 6:30, breakfast and brush teeth. 7 a.m., leave the house. Vocabularies for daily activity. Wake up artinya bangun. Take a bath artinya mandi. And brush my teeth artinya menggosok gigi. Have breakfast artinya sarapan. Watch TV artinya nonton TV. Read a book artinya membaca buku. Do my bed artinya merapikan tempat tidur. Cook dinner artinya memasak makan malam. Lock the door artinya mengunci pintu. Get dressed artinya memakai baju. Go to school artinya pergi ke sekolah. Doing homework artinya mengerjakan PR. Have a cup of coffee artinya menikmati kopi. Put makeup on artinya berias atau berdandan. Take the rubbish out artinya membuang sampah. Example text daily activity. I usually wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I never forget to tidy up my bed and clean it up. Then I take a bath and pray. After that, I help my mother to prepare the breakfast. And then I have a breakfast with my family in the dining room. We usually have warm tea, milk, and fried rice. Then I go to school with my friend. I study at school till 1 p.m. and I go home, put off my uniform and have lunch with my mother. After that, I pray, watch TV and take a nap. I always take a bath at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Then I watch TV while waiting the time for praying. After I pray I and my family have lunch together, and then I read a book and prepare the lesson for the next school day. I go to bed at 9 p.m. That's all my activity starting from waking up till going to bed. Thank you. And then my presentation about my daily activity. Thank you.